Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Atomfall video. Today I have a really good guide for you. If you wanted to know how you can craft your old rusty weapons, take them, transform them, upgrade them into pristine weapons, well today I got your back. I'm gonna walk it through you step by step so you can craft pristine weapons in Atomfall. You know what to do. Let's go! Once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Now, I want to first take you to a location that is going to give you a certain item. This is going to be a trader, and this trader is in the very first area that we're in, Slatendale. Now, here's the thing. This trader is going to have a specific item that is related to a quest, the main quest, and it's definitely worth your time to come over here first before we get into it, because she's going to have an item. If you talk to her, be honest, be nice, she will become a trader. She has one specific item that you can trade for, an atomic battery. Now we're going to use this atomic battery to help power up part of the place that we're going to, but we don't really need this atomic battery. But I wanted to point you in the right direction because it's part of the main story, and we also going to be using this in the interchange. Now we don't need this, but I definitely wanted to show you this first. All right. Now the second location will be the interchange. Same place in Slatendale. We're going to come over here, and this is where we're going to start off our adventures to craft our pristine weapons. All right. So initially you don't need that atomic battery, but I wanted to show you it because this is the place where you're going to be using them. Okay. All right. So we're going to come up here at first. We're going to open up this door, and we need to turn on the power of this place, at least the first area. All right, so we're going to come over here to the interchange. We're going to use our same key card that we had from the beginning, and we're going to use that, boom, put it inside of here, and we're going to power up the first area. We're going to get a little bit of progress on our main story in the interchange, which is nice. And now, turn around, there is a pneumatic dispatch tube. Here you can put some of your items away or grab some items, totally up to you. I found this was a good spot to create myself a save, and then I move on. All right, outside of the door, we're going to come in. The doors open up. Now we're in the interchange. Now, once we're in the interchange, it's going to be a huge area, so just follow the direction that I'm going. We're going to go straight forward, and then we're going to crawl through this door. Now, once we crawl through this door like so, there's going to be a few areas that we can go. We can go to the right, to the data store, we can go over to the left, but we're going to go straight first. All right, we're going to go straight because we need to power up some of this room. Use that same key card, get inside of the central processing area, and now we have another pneumatic tube, so you can go ahead and put some of your stuff over here. And right next to this dead body will be another atomic battery. So like I said, initially, you don't need that first atomic battery, but we're going to be using two of these inside of here to progress part of the story, although you don't need two in order to start crafting these pristine weapons, right? But we have two of these amazing atomic batteries, so we might as well put them to get use inside of here. All right, first thing first, here's the first area right here that was standing next to the body. We're going to put that battery into this terminal, and now it's powered up a little bit. Now we can get after the main thing that we are looking for, and that is a training manual. This training manual will give us some points and to our skills, and we're going to use those points to get ourselves the pristine weapons ability for crafting. All right, now once you're inside of this room, we're going to be making our way down to where there is another terminal where we can use our atomic battery, the second one. That's why I pointed you in this direction at the beginning to do a little bit of bartering to get that second atomic battery, although you don't need it. All right, inside of this room will be the item we're looking for, but it's locked. It's not powered up. So we're going to be using that battery to power up that terminal to open up the door. All right, so we pretty much are good to go. Everything's good. Down over here, there'll be a few items that we could pick up, but we need to jump over here and do a little bit of parkouring across this water that will eventually be electrified once we power up the room. But over here will be another dead body. We're going to search this dead body, and now we're going to have a key item, a data storage room number D. Over here will be another terminal that we can power up this facility with. So there's going to be a lot of atomic batteries you can use in this place, like I was saying. That's why I pointed you in the right direction. Boom, put this atomic battery inside of here. You don't have to, but if you want to open up that one room that wasn't powered up so we can get our manual, so we can finally craft pristine weapons, well, this is what you need to do. You need those atomic batteries, at least 2 of those bad boys. Now that we have used that data storage, open up this bad boy, and inside of here finally will be the item that we are looking for, and that will be the crafting manual. Now this crafting manual will give us 3 different skills: gunsmith, deep pockets, and crafting speed. So long as you have the lovely training stimulants, which I've had quite a few, been doing a lot of exploring, I am going to get these upgrades. Purchase these upgrades like so from the gunsmith, and then finally you'll be able to craft pristine weapons, as you can see right here. So you will need those points. I suggest going to Map Genie if you need to, figure out where these training simulators at. They show them all across the map. But as far as crafting these pristine weapons, you're going to need a few of them. You're going to need a few rusty ones to craft a few stock weapons, then a few stock weapons in order to craft pristine weapons. So collect those weapons, put them in your pneumatic tube, and save them up. So long as you have the gun oil, the scrap, and the weapons, you can now craft pristine weapons inside of Atomfall. Now, one more thing. In order to get out of here, I just wanted to show you, just in case you're like, how do I get out of here? There's going to be a small little room with some Gatling guns. You're going to have to time it right and run past them. And then there's going to be 3 more enemies over here that you're going to have to take out. And then finally, after you finish taking out those enemies, it'll bring you back into the same room that we crawled underneath initially to get inside of the Entertain. So there you have it. That is how you're going to get out of this room. And that is how you're going to get the manual to craft pristine weapons. On your way out of here, there's going to be a double barrel shotgun and a recipe for that. So that's why I wanted to show you this, because it's definitely super important. Definitely want to get as many crafting recipes as possible in your inventory. But that's pretty much it, my dude. I showed you how to get over here. I showed you how you can get the atomic battery, which is super important. And I showed you exactly what you need to do to craft the pristine weapons. Now all you have to do is get after it and get your craft on and have some fun right here in Atomfall. But for right now, that's pretty much going for the video. Hope you truly enjoyed it. Now, as always, if you're new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe right here at Karpo Gaming. Upload a wide variety of videos ranging from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.